Well, well, well. Welcome back. Welcome back to me. It's been, what, almost 3 years now since my last video? So much has happened. Primarily, parenthood, which has prevented me from doing any videos whatsoever. I guess I could have done videos, but I'm finally in a place now where I feel like I can get away with it. Uh, at least easier. Anyways, parenthood, it takes a lot. And I've been wanting to get back into creating videos for a while now, and one of the most recent games I played that made me want to do it is this game that we're looking at right here called Dead Letter Dept. I haven't seen much about this game on YouTube. It's semi-new. I think it came out this year or last year. I can't really remember. It's been in my library for a while. It's one of the most interesting and unique games I've played in quite some time, and it's genuinely unsettling. But I don't want to give too much away, so let's just jump into it right now. So one of the first things we're going to do here is write a letter to somebody. And the first time I played this, I did it to my dad. This time I'm going to do it to my mom. Send a letter to my mom. Dear Mom, I'm going to make this one super negative. My time here has been rough, but nothing compared to the hell that was living with you. The city is far much better. It doesn't really make sense. I got a data entry job typing up junk that computers can't auto-read. I don't regret leaving. I don't miss you. Marty. That letter can be far more positive if you wanted it to be. Last time I made it somewhat positive, kind of in betweeny. I don't know how much of an effect it has on the gameplay. Anyways, welcome to our crappy apartment in I don't know what city we're in yet. I think it changes every time. I think it changes where you're from every time. Anyways, there's a bunch of interactables that we can do in here, like the bed. This bed, it really isn't that great. But still, you need to use every fiber in your body to resist crawling back into it. There's a locked door right here you can't open. When you moved in, you were told it went to the fire escape once upon a time. It seems to be sealed off on the other side. Still, it didn't stop you from trying to turn the handle even after hearing the story. Not much of a view here. Just the wall on the other side of the building and the greasy reflected light from the street signs seeping in. Was that me? At least we have a tub. It could be worse. Looks like it needs to be cleaned. I don't like the concrete. I'll definitely say that. I do not like the concrete. It's too much concrete. The last person that lived here left this couch behind. You kept it since you really only had enough money remaining to buy a cheap bed. Well, hopefully this doesn't contain anything weird. Looks like we're still moving in. Got lots of stuff to unpack, or maybe we just don't care. But this looks suspiciously like we might be underground, based on that window. Anyways, we got some stuff we can look at here. This is our, this describes the job that we have. Important. All data you enter is proprietary between OCRAI, Inc., and the Postal Service. Some tips for efficiency. Most letters can still be delivered if the street address and zip code are clearly discernible. Capitalization is not a priority. Auto-suggest recommendations are limited to displaying up to 3 entries. If you don't see an address you're looking for appearing in the list, check for any possible typos. Additionally, the more text you enter, the more refined your results will be. If the system is flagging you to reprocess certain letters, try reformatting the address on separate lines to fit more like the following. Example: name, street address, extra info like apartment or suite number, city, state, zip code. And this is our lease agreement, I think. Thank you for making Orchestra Heights your new home. This is a reminder that based on the lease you signed, your weekly rent is due every Friday. To answer your inquiry, your mailing address is 800 Diller, apartment 454, Hardy, Arizona 72525. Okay, yeah. Every time you play, it's a new one. Because last time I played, that was not the same address. So I'm going to take a picture of the address just because, well, you'll see. You can actually send mail to yourself. And that goes with one of the endings I didn't get last time. Nothing much in here lately other than a couple random water bottles. You don't have a stove, so you've been mostly eating out anyways. I think we can probably just head over to our job. And welcome to our liminal as fuck apartment complex. Since moving in, you haven't really met your neighbors due to your night shift. Most of the handful you've run into have barely acknowledged you're there. Thus, you're not sure if knocking on their door in the middle of the night would be the best time to introduce yourself. That's a creepy hallway. At least we can hear something, right? That sounds bad, but at least I know there's humans alive in this fucking place. Yeah, it's nice knowing that at least you can hear some people in here. Makes it a little less uncomfortable. This room has always intrigued me. I don't know if you can get in it. Maybe there's like a secret way you can get into this room at some point. I genuinely can't tell what it is. It looks like a security post or something. You think you'd go down, but actually we're supposed to go up. Oh, we got over here. I don't know where any of this shit goes. This is so liminal, man. It's very unsettling. It gets even weirder when you go outside. Just look at that. Can we even see the sky? I don't know. I haven't been to every single city in Arizona, but this is not what I feel like an Arizona city looks like Tucson or Phoenix. Something tells me that this is not either of those places. So begins a new night, heading towards the job you picked up a while back, the same day you arrived in the city. Your official title is Data Conversion Operator, a fancy name for just a warm body that types up all the junk computers still can't read. It's not remotely glamorous, and it's the night shift, but it's fairly stable and easy. Exactly what you're looking for right now. Though, this new location really is out in the middle of nowhere. I love the lighting in this game. Just a pitch black. Like, where does this even go? This is where I came from. Clearly a big ass building right there, but just like, look at that. I don't know if you can see it on the recording. There's just a slight change in the lighting up there. It's kind of red. Like there's something in the distance back there. Right there too. Like, where's that ambient light coming from? The scale of this place is... it just doesn't seem real. And for all I know, we're underground. Can't even see stars. Anyways, let's go inside. And I tried going into all these rooms last time I played, but as far as I can tell, you can't get in them. Just a random TV, like a tube TV there. And then I noticed this when I was playing last time too. I mean, this is like the same room as in our apartment complex. A security post, but no one's there. I don't even know if anybody's in this building. And then this is our office. Everything is just very slightly unsettling. Something is just off about all these places. Too much concrete, I feel like. Prison cell. And then something even weirder here. Where is the power source? Do you see a power source here? I don't see a plug. I don't see an outlet. I just see power going from the PC to the monitor. Maybe there's like a battery in the PC. I don't know. And this was very weird the first time I was playing it. I mean, you would think having a window to the outside would make it a little bit more comforting, but the red is just... something's wrong with that. Something's wrong there. They say, let's sit down and get to work. All right, and this is our job. We are a data entry specialist. We get sent mail that can't get sent because the computer software that automatically reads the addresses has trouble reading some of these things, the highlighted text usually, or always. And so we can manipulate the mail, we can flip it over, see the other sides of it. Only two sides to mail usually. We can zoom in case we need to get a little bit more close to see stuff on the mail. Otherwise, we just type in the information and go from there. So this was supposed to go to Jessica Richards at 9776 Lafayette Shoal, Rockfield, Wisconsin, 5322. And then, as you can see, when we have to type in addresses, the game will try to help us with this auto suggest. So based on what we've entered, we are looking at two possibilities. Obviously F1 is the correct one. That's the rock field as opposed to Germantown. But we don't need any help because we've already got it. Some of these are really interesting looking. Like, what is that? Is that a farming tractor or some kind of farming equipment? That's another really cool thing about this game is that the mail you get every time is different. This is different than what we got the first time I played. So this time it doesn't really want us to type the message on there. Sometimes it does want us to type the message. This time it just wants the address. Ignore that person in the background. I don't know what that is. Hopefully that's outside, not in our building. Anyways, I want to read these messages. So, hello, wish you were here. Being stranded in the middle of nowhere, all it does is makes us miss you both more. We have to wait a couple more days before the car is fixed. Until then, just killing time with postcards. XOXO, Hanako, and Una. And this is getting sent to Jonas and AJ at 3962 Mellon Street, Portland, Oregon. 97232. Kitch box. This is like junk mail. Get 5 meals for free. Something you would just throw in the trash, but we have to send it. So we're sending this to our neighbor at, did I spell that right? Our neighbor at 34042. Is that Isola? Yeah, Isola. Apartment 122, right? 422. And that's at Pershing, New Jersey. I'm not a great typist, by the way. 07399? Yeah, 07399. So this is I've seen this one a bunch of, like multiple times when I've played this game. This is the first bit of strange mail that looks like a glitch on the computer or something. There's nothing to type here. The first time I played this, I just left it blank and submitted it. But I'm curious as to what's going to happen if we send this to ourselves, so let me pull up the our address. It's where 800 Diller apartment number 454 party. Oh, we're not in Arizona. It's AR. What's our AR? No. What is AR? 72525. I sound like a moron, but I honestly can't think of it right now. I'm gonna copy that so we can paste it on other mail that we want to send to ourselves. Is that Arkansas? That must be Arkansas, right? Whoa, what is that? Is that a demon? Yo. Monster Con is going alright. I'm bored. Here's a postcard. Next. This is weird. Okay, so I'll just tell you guys right now. I didn't get anything this fucking weird on the first day last time. Usually they save this weird, really weird shit till later on. I'm tempted to send this to us. I'm gonna type it out. It feels like I'm in some sort of dream or coma, and I kept trying to understand if that fact is true or not, but it evades me every time I try and observe it. Before I knew it, my life had wasted. Let's say wasted by? Yeah. It feels like I'm in some sort of dream or a coma, and I keep trying to understand if that fact is true or not, but it evades me every time I try and observe it. Before I knew it, my life had wasted by. Oh, what is that? That's interesting looking. Looks like a cathedral or something, or I don't know. I want to read this message though. Chronophobia is the fear of time, typically experienced as a fear of the future or a fear of growing old. It is a type of anxiety disorder characterized by an irrational and persistent fear of the passage of time. People with chronophobia may have a constant sense of urgency, feeling like they need to rush through tasks or make decisions quickly in order to avoid wasting time. They may also experience physical symptoms such as sweating, increased heart rate, and difficulty breathing when confronted with situations that remind them of the passage of time. And we're going to send this to 33027. 33027. Dear Klaus Street. It's in Colorado Springs, CO 80906. Another really weird piece of mail. I did not get this many weird pieces of mail in my first day on the job last time I played this. We're sending this to ourselves. It's another strange looking piece of mail, but it doesn't look too weird. Giulietta Smith, 8987, Fola. And this is going to be a common occurrence here where sometimes we just can't see the bottom line or any, like sometimes the middle line of addresses. But if we type in the area code, 73537, and we get El Dorado, Oklahoma. And if I zoom in, that does look like okay there right before 73537. So I'm just going to use that. Another weird piece of mail. That's 3 pieces of really strange mail. I'm sending this to ourselves. This is just normal, seems like. Who is this? Wenda Morales? 785. What is that? Brownville? Bags, Wyoming. What was that? 82321. Ministry of Home Affairs, government of something. This looks too interesting to pass up. Let's send this to ourselves. $8825 Shelling. Missoula, Montana. I've actually heard of that place. 59807. Wow, another weird one. It's going to us. Another weird one. All the weird shit's gonna go to us. Just gonna say that now. R. Williams became the first person known to be killed by a robot when a factory robot's arm struck him in the head. Oh. And thus ends the first day on the job. So that's the gist of the game. What do you think? You think it's going to get weirder? If this isn't weird already, we will see. The workday over, you shield your eyes briefly as you glance outside the subway window towards the rising sun. The train is now active and bustling with people calmly meditating in the morning collective idle state, going to and about their jobs. This city was the first time you rode in a big subway. It was quietly exciting to be in such a large moving contraption with total strangers. You've become accustomed to it now, but still, the thought encroaches. Thinking about getting used to being in that isolated room, and how you're never going to. As you get off the subway, a vivid message from your manager comes in. Their tone is no longer carrying the familiar and fake plastic warmth, but now hard-cut and serious. The large amount of mail you've sent to your own address by abusing the platform caught their attention. Due to the nature of this mail being outsourced and the software still actively being worked on, it's allowed to slide as an accident for now. In no uncertain terms, you're warned that if you're caught doing it again, it will be the termination of your contract and reported as a federal crime. As if a switch flips, their tone quickly returns to the familiar, encouraging facade, saying they look forward to working with you tomorrow. That's new. I didn't see that last time I played. Okay, I am going to cut the video here, and we're going to do this day by day, video by video. So, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.